and welcome back to the Real Sisters Real Estate Podcast. This is Chrissy Curtis, and I'm with the Bob and Rana Group Berkshire Hathaway, and I'm here with Jules. Jules, how's it going?
Pretty good. And I am with shit, who am I even with now? Jackson Hole. Sorry. Brain fart there. Jackson Hole Sotheby's International Realty, and they obviously don't endorse me because I do dumb shit like this.
As long as I don't disown you. Well, that is kind of a mouthful. Your new brokerage is a little bit of a mouthful, so it's a lot to remember.
I know. And like when I'm talking to clients, I'll just be like JHSIR. But they were like, no, you have to say the actual brokerage. And I was like,
Uh,
business.
it's too many words.
I don't know why they don't endorse what we say.
I really don't get it. I mean, it's like they don't even know. They think we don't know what we're talking about. Well, what else is new out there in the land of Wyoming?
Um, Actually, I've been really busy. I've been really busy the past couple weeks, which is great. My hair looks like shit because Ella stole well, actually, it looks the same on camera. It looks terrible actually close up, but, Ella stole my curling iron. I, like, searched all over. I'm like, "Where the hell did my curling iron go?" It's gone, just like my mascara and everything else. I'm like, I buy her every one
Having a
all of her own stuff, and here we are.
Well, she's a daughter and she must steal your stuff. Just like I remember the first time I ever heard my mother cuss, and it was because I stole the conditioner out of her shower.
Oh, yeah.
And when she got in the shower, she didn't have conditioner. It was the first time that she ever said the word, I'd ever heard the word damn come out of my mother's mouth. And I was like, oh, wow, mom's really mad. And now, as an adult, if I were to go into the shower, lather myself up and not have conditioner, I'd be pretty fucking pissed too.
Exactly. Yes, when she steals, like, the shaving cream or something like that, shower items, I do, I'm like, "Ugh."
Right, right. Yeah. I will say that having a boy, only a boy, I don't have to worry about that at all. So that's the beauty of it, smelly, stinky boys. And now that Hayden's 20, finally, well, I guess ever since Maria came in the picture and he was interested in girls, he started bathing himself regularly. So
That's
that's
nice.
a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus has to deal with Colton, he'll steal his tools and stuff, and so when it started happening to me in the bathroom, Marcus is like, "Oh, yeah, it really sucks, doesn't it?" It's like, "Where's my
Yeah.
screwdriver? No one put it back," and I was like, "This is not the same. This is."
It's not the same. A screwdriver is something you need every once in a while. You're talking about your curling iron that you need every day. So,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so I got that going on for me this week, but other than that, busy at work, which is great. Yeah, how's it going for you?
Good. Busy as well. Is that a new top? It's cute.
I just don't wear it that much. It feels
It's
very
cute.
conferencey to me.
Conferencey?
Yeah, it's
Like you're a business lady?
yeah, like going to a conference.
This is sorry, going to a conference shirt. Well, it's cute.
Thank you.
Same, busy, busy, and that's a good thing. Not a whole lot of sellers on my horizon right now. A lot of buyers, but then a few that want to buy and then put their house on the market. So that's always good. I like to double end it. But you want to go ahead and get into the news we can use?
We're not doing market updates today.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should probably do that too. I guess we're both all over the place today. Goodness gracious, it's like we're rusty. Yeah, go ahead with the market update. What do you got for us for Wyoming?
So, not a whole lot change going on here. 132 for our residential listings for our days on market and 200 for building sites. So, slight uptick and downtick there by like 1 day. So, 1636 active listings. So, kind of a bump down from what we saw last week. And I'm not sure where they went because we only have 37 new listings, 26 went pending, and 23 sold. So, a jump there in active listings without really seeing it in the sold data. Um, could been expired or withdrawn or whatever, but it was quite a big jump. So kind of interesting there. Another little tidbit: we had our office meeting yesterday, and our office manager was saying that Teton County is on record or on track to have the second worst year since 1994.
Oh,
Not
that sucks.
great for Teton County. The bright side is Lincoln County, my area, my market area. We are we have very strong numbers. Actually, we have the strongest county in our MLS right now. So, good stuff, bad stuff. It's great for us down here. The bad side is we're seeing a lot more of Jackson agents come down, you know.
Yeah, and they think they know everything, right?
Yes. They are always priced too high because they're used to Jackson prices, and I know we're only an hour apart, but it is a very different market. Um, it used to be that we were the redheaded stepchild and we were never worth their time, and it was always just a referral. And now they're actually coming down and kind of dipping into our waters. So we're kind of like, go back to your own
Go
town.
away. Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, but it is what it
Yeah.
is. It's a changing market, and that's expected.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw that just a $1 million listing last week when she was dipping into different areas, and you got to do what you got to do. So you can't blame them for that, but it doesn't make it any, nicer on your end. Well, that's all right. You'll establish yourself as the market, expert in that area, and you'll be fine.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. What's going on in
Okay, so market.
what's going on in Bmore?
Kind of the same type of thing that you're seeing. Not a whole lot of change. Current days on market 24. I think we were at 22. Doesn't not surprising because these numbers are from Labor Day weekend. So it's just people are away, people are not, doing things, getting kids back to school, that kind of stuff. Active units is up about 5%, so that's good. Pending is down. 11%. But again, people weren't really touring because it was the, holiday weekend. And then the amount of closed is actually down, but that's been our trend year over year. So nothing too unexpected there. The average 30-year fixed interest rate is at 6.4. And so holding steady right there. Hopefully we can get it to come down a little bit. I have a little bit of information about that in the news from the big dogs. Did you have anything else you wanted to share before I got into that?
No, let's jump on in. Let's see what they say.
Okay. So, you know, with all the changes in the market and then the CPIs and all this stuff coming out, inflation is still not down to the 2% that they want it to be. But with the records changing and things of that nature, as far as the unemployment, all the things that go into it, the rates have already naturally come down a little bit. So they don't think that the Fed is actually going to cut it too much, within the next week. I think it's supposed to be the next week that
Mhm.
they're supposed to do it. Um, so all in all, I think that we'll still see them go down with the numbers that the economy is producing, but I do think that they're already naturally trending down because of the way that everything is trending down.
Mhm.
And they just don't see a large cut coming. And that because before, I'd say about a month ago, they were saying that they would cut it probably twice, but now
Mhm.
we're not even seeing that. So I feel like it's the same darn hamster wheel that we've been on for a long time. The stocks tumbled because of it, because they think that now there's going to be a smaller rate
Mhm.
cut. So that just indicates what the market is thinking as well. So overall, lower than we were, midsummer, we were at what, 7.3, seven point
Yeah.
four. So at one point we were at 8. So definitely lower, but hopefully the Fed will cut it just a little bit, but not enough to put everyone in a tailspin. I don't think that everyone's ready for that. So that's pretty much all I have for news from the big dogs. Not a whole lot of info, but with all these, the monthly reports come out, it just changes, by the minute. So we'll see what good old Jerome wants to do with that.
Yeah. The big fear is you hear on both sides, like, "Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fine. Oh my god, we're gonna go into recession." The big fear is if they don't cut them, which now it seems like they're signaling that they're not going to be cutting them. Yes, it's come down, and yes, we're in slightly better shape, but if they don't do anything, or is it gonna push us into a recession? That's obviously the big fear, so and it doesn't sound like they're super concerned about it because inflation is still high, so I guess they're still trying to get that under control. There's nothing we can do about it, so just sit back and wait.
Yeah, just keep trucking along. The job reports that have been coming out, it's kind of like they were doing before, where we had the redacted report or whatever it was, where they were like, oh no, we were actually off by almost 850,000 jobs that they thought they had. But again, with the job reports coming out, again, it's well, a couple different things. The American citizens are actually not getting the jobs. It's the immigrants. That's kind of natural
Mhm.
when you have this influx. But then also the part-time jobs is going up still. So it just shows that people are still hurting a little bit,
Yeah,
in their everyday life. But I think that most people feel that and know that, and it's just a matter of getting back to where we need to be. So
yeah,
we'll see.
we will see. Well, good luck on that, America. We'll
Yep.
we'll keep you tuned
We're
in.
rooting for you. Rooting for you, America.
Yes, we are.
Yes. All right, so I think you have a, "What would you do" story for us today.
Yeah, so my story comes from, me being a dipshit over the summer.
Oh, that's fun. We've all been there. What'd you do?
Yeah, so, I help out my friend, her name's Sam. She is a agent in our office, and we help each other a lot if we're out of town or whatever. Well, she was out of town, and she's like, "Hey, I got a showing request for this house right around the corner from where I live." She's like, "Would you mind showing it?" I said, "No, no problem. I've shown this house a million times. Yeah, I love this house. No problem." So I get there, I knock on the door, seller's home. I'm like, "Well, that's so odd." I was like, "Oh my god, Sam didn't tell you about the showing request?" And she was like, "No, oh my god." She's like, "When are they gonna be here?" I'm like, "About 5 minutes." So I go through, we straighten up all the pillows on this sub. Luckily, the house was in beautiful shape. It's a older couple. They live by themselves. So, wasn't too much of an inconvenience. She was like, "Oh my God." So I'm standing there. We get the house all ready, and I'm going, "Where are these people? Where are they?" The buyer's agent said that they were going to be on time. So I'm texting Sam. I'm like, "Where are they? Have you heard from so and so?" She's like, "No, no. They should be there. They said they were gonna be there on time." I said, "Yeah, she told me the same thing."
Were you at the right house?
No. These poor people.
Oh, no. There are all people rushing around flopping pillows.
Yes. I am such
Oh,
a jackass. So I'm standing there, and then I realize I'm like, "Oh, shit. I'm at the wrong house." So I have to leave to get to this other house because I have the keys. And I'm like,
oh my god.
"Oh my god." So I get to the other house, I do the showing. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late." I didn't tell them why because I was a jackass.
No.
I was just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, I got caught up." And I text Sam. I was like, "Please tell them I'm so, so sorry." They're probably like, "What is wrong with this girl?" Because they just go around to the neighbor's house, and they probably saw me leave without anybody showing up. They're like, "What the hell?" Yeah.
It happens.
I went
It happens. I
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
I went down, I bought them a bottle of wine, and I came back and knocked on their door, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so
That was
stupid."
nice of you. I was being
I
stupid.
was being stupid.
No, yeah, I've done something similar. So recently I've been showing condos and I don't show a whole lot of condos. And I don't know why, I just always get stumped with condos. I have taken this poor buyer, she's lovely, and she's been, on board the whole time, and I make fun of myself because 'cause I'm being a dumbass as well. And I'm, like, literally trying to get into the wrong building, you know what I mean? She's like, "Oh, are we seeing, whatever, 8613?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I look up and I'm like, Well, I'm at 86,
Well, here we
15."
are.
Yeah, there we go. It would help if you went to the right building, because then the condos are funny because they all the Sentry lock boxes, all the lock boxes are on one part. So if the agents don't like put a green ribbon or something on their Sentry lock box, so it's different here. We get approved and then it's just me, no seller agent. So I grab the keys from the lock box, but if they don't specify what lock box it is, it's a sea of lock boxes. So
Oh
then I'm
god.
trying to, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And so I'm like going through all the lock boxes trying to figure out which lock box is the correct one. It's just a hassle. So yes, I've done the same exact dumb shit, and it makes me feel like an idiot, and all I can do is say, "I'm sorry.
I'm so
I'm an
sorry.
idiot. Yeah, I'm
I
so
know.
sorry."
On the bright side, I did end up bringing the correct buyers and we got the house under contract and it is we just got the clear to close. So it all worked out in
Nice,
the end.
very nice.
Eventually I did show it to the right people.
You know? They just needed a little more anticipation. You were setting the stage.
Exactly. Oh god.
It happens. You're definitely not the first, and it won't be the last time you do something like that either, I can tell you that much.
No, definitely not. Well, on
Mm.
that note, should we get into our reality show?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we watched Million Dollar Listing LA season 15 episode 2. Hate to say I told you so. Yeah, so this obviously the title comes from Flag. He got his gal that deal through. Good job. Boy, that was a tough
Great job.
sell for her. It seemed like it would be a no-brainer, but there was a lot of emotion, I guess.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when they were looking at property with her. I love the little checklist of all her wants, and it was, "Eh, eh."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then finally the right one, and she's like, "But there isn't any marine feature," and he's like, "I don't even know what that is,"
Let
and
it
he's like,
go.
you know, "Let it go, like, it's just no, do it yourself, stop."
Right, right.
And then at the very end, he talks about how he wrapped up the 16.5 million. She's like,
I'm
"Are you
sorry.
done
I have
dying?"
this horrible cough. School has started again and ugh.
Ugh, the petri dish of germs is out and about.
Exactly. It's horrible.
Ugh. Yeah, that's gross. But at the very end, he's like, "You got the record sale for land at 16.5." She's like, "I still think it's worth more." And I loved he
He's like,
was like, "Well, it's not.
well, it's not. It's
Still not."
good grief. I might die.
Yeah, don't die.
We'll see if I can come back alive.
Right. Okay, and then let me get your opinion on the whole Josh Altman and Josh Flagg situation. So at first I was on Flagg's team as far as Altman not calling him and telling him about the listing.
Yeah.
And then I heard the timeline.
Yeah. I mean, it was like a year, wasn't it? Like,
It was a year and a half.
I mean, out of a courtesy, I
Yes.
probably still, especially if it was someone that was a friend, but I also understand like these guys are turning and burning and he just got busy and forgot. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like 50. I'm split, kind of like split down the middle. At one point, I'm like, yes, it's just a phone call. You could have called Flag. But at the second hand, on the other hand, it's like, he's correct. It was a year and a half ago.
Right.
he's got kids, he's busy, it just slipped his mind. It was a year and a half ago. I mean, like, and like he said, I did my homework. I brought them buyers. I did what I needed to
Mhm,
do. You didn't do anything.
mhm,
So, you know, t it's just a quick phone call. So, it could have happened, but also, again, like you said, life gets in the way and you just get busy. And then I will say, if no one takes anything else from this episode, at least take the fact that Tracy is a beast and she got that offer and they didn't like it, but she turned it into a price reduction at the same exact time.
mhm.
And that, if you don't take anything else away from that episode, take that away because that's how you do it. Did it all work out for her? No, not at all. And it's almost um, disappointing that it didn't because she worked it exactly how she was supposed to work it and got the price reduction in conjunction with the counter offer. And, it didn't work out. I will say that I had an old team leader that used to tell us that the first offer that you get on the property is going to be the best offer that you get.
Mhm.
I actually stand firm with that. So when she was saying that it still wasn't under contract, I'm like, that's the offer. That was the
That
offer,
was the offer.
And then that was the offer, and it wasn't what your sellers wanted to hear, and it's unfortunate, but now it's gone, and you're still on the market.
Yeah, those sellers, I think they're being unrealistic. I think she came in I think she had a great point when she was like, "Priced if you would have priced it where I told you to put it to begin with." Like,
Mhm.
that is key. That is 100% key. Your opening price sets your guideline for the rest of it, and if you cannot get your sellers on board with where it's supposed to be, then
You're chasing the market.
you're chasing the market, and it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, it is, and, yeah, I was surprised too when she was said that, like, there's houses on the market that are there been there 1,000 days. I'm like, "Holy moly." And then I'm not Flag, Altman, he had the offer for the nightmare renter's house, and they just didn't get back in time. So, I mean, how frustrating. It just goes to show, I mean, I like to look at the amount of commission that they're getting because it's just crazy amounts of money, and I can't imagine. But they crossed his out. It was like 329,000 or something like that. They crossed it out 0. I was like,
Well, not
"Damn
only
it."
that, he's in the hole. He how much
Yeah.
did he say? It was like $20,000 worth of marketing and that open house and all of the stuff, like,
Mhm.
he's in the hole on that listing, and
Mm.
you know damn well
Yeah.
those people aren't gonna pay for it.
No, of course not. No, 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 no. That's just not how it works. Unfortunately, you win some, you lose some, and it's just business, and it's how it goes. But it, I mean, I'm obviously nowhere near that. But even when I, can't sell something, and I've had to fork out the money for the photography, it stings. It stings. It's like, oh my god, I didn't even make money. I lost money. It's hard. It's hard, but
It's so hard.
it is what
I
it is.
don't know that I agreed. I guess he was coming to the end of his listing. If their average days on market was 130 and their market is where it was where Tracy was, I would have said, "Let's continue to try to sell it." I don't know that I would have given up the listing. I guess he didn't have a
I think
choice. It was expiring.
Yeah, it was expiring, and they just keep making it so hard on him. At some point, you're just spinning your own wheels. And I'm sure he's looking at it from a business standpoint. Well, I've already lost this amount of money. Am I going to keep losing money when they're not listening to me?
Mhm.
They're not getting back to me when we get offers, and then they are putting renters in the house, and I can't even view the property.
True.
So sometimes you do just have to cut your losses, and it sucks.
Yeah, that's true. I did like the way that, they couldn't get into the house and they immediately had, "Boom, let's get you into here." Backup plan. Smart, smart.
Very smart. Very smart.
Well, alright.
And
Well, you wanna
all
get
right.
in anything else on that episode?
No, no, that's it.
Alright. You wanna get into the listing of the week?
Sure. All right. So this week we have Bravo's Andy Cohen. So Andy Cohen, his Manhattan duplex hits the market for 14 million. Cohen has spent 21 years piecing this space together. Originally four separate apartments, the duplexes, houses, and the coveted Bing and Bing Brothers building in New York's West Village. Of course, he is going to list it with Ryan Serhant. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong, but he's the $1 million listing guy for New York.
Mhm.
He is baller. He is right now. He's all over my social media. I think he's doing coaching. He's trying to build that business. But let's take a peek. So he originally bought the single unit at the Horatio Street address in 2003 and went on to buy several other across two floors from 2014 to 2021.
Good grief.
Three bedrooms. I know, right? Three bedrooms and four bathrooms, plus an additional powder room. It's two stories. There's two fireplaces, natural light, of course, panoramic skyline views, second floor office. So what this picture right here shows, that second floor office, and then just a pretty amazing eclectic apartment, or yeah, I guess you'd call it apartment. So one of the first spaces, nice cozy fireplace, lots and lots of natural wood, but then pops of color. I really, really like the way that they have this designed. I had the designer in here, but I forget who it was.
It's really pretty, I like it. It
It's very pretty.
it it's like a cozy modern, it's
Agree.
it's kinda modern, but then it's got the overstuffed stuff. All the
Agree.
stuffs are stuffed.
Yeah. All the stuffs are stuffed to the max and they're cozy. But then you have like this modern art that's up, you
Right.
know. It's not traditional art. It's more what is it, Andy Warhol type of style of art. Beautiful kitchen.
Really pretty
Love it.
kitchen.
So pretty. And big, big for you think about in a Manhattan apartment,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Most of them are tiny.
Uh-huh. What is that?
A
Oh,
full big It's a big bar. It's a custom bar. Apparently, I don't really watch a whole lot of Bravo, Andy Cohen, but apparently this apartment of his, he's been working on obviously forever. He brings it up a lot, and like they even have pictures of him in Architectural Digest, mixing cocktails at this bar.
so why is he selling?
No, they said that he purchased another penthouse somewhere else in Manhattan.
Oh.
I don't know, because now apparently he has two children now, him and
Mm.
his husband. So I don't know if it just doesn't meet their lifestyle needs anymore.
Sure.
But it's very pretty. Ryan will sell it like that. I was reading an article about him speaking about the apartment, and he was like, "It's a dream. Like it'll be just so fun to sell it." So again, the I don't know if that's wallpaper. Can you see what I'm seeing by the windows?
Or is that a plant, like, in between against a painted wall? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I
No,
think it's
it
actual
is because it goes
wallpaper
on.
or actual art.
Yeah, it goes on to the end of the room there, it looks like. It's pretty, I like it.
Right. It's pretty, me too. I do too. It adds just a little bit. It's not obnoxious. Here's your disco ball with the office, which is just super fun. There was another picture on his Instagram where his son is like, playing with the disco ball, which I thought was really cute. And I mean, what an office space. How amazing is that? You know?
I know, that's amazing. I
It's
like kind
amazing.
of the retro colors used
Yeah.
throughout, like the powder blue and that green, and it's just really cool.
It is cool. Again, it kinda goes back to what you're saying. It's like the modern but
Mhm.
cozy. Wait till you see their, powder room. So same kind of feel over here with the, different types of patterns, different types of artwork, and then you can see where that bar is placed, in relative to the room. They didn't have oh, this is the powder
Wow.
room. Boom. Yeah, very red, very fun, very loud, but very retro and very cool. I like it. It's a little much, but I like it.
It kind of reminds me of, what's that place in Vegas? That Meow Wolf. Were you with us?
Meow
Oh
Wolf?
god. Meow Wolf? It's like just that, like, kinda crazy vibe, like, throughout it. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Alright, moving on.
Oh, no, it must have been with you and Laura. It must have been you in for one of your, other conferences.
Maybe.
But we're going in, July for Hayden, so we'll have to check out Meow Wolf.
Yeah, it's cool. Anyways. I'll lend you my
Uh,
conference shirt.
thanks. The, the brokerage will take up the entire chest. Bedroom, very subtle
Yeah.
and muted, 'cause especially compared to the rest of the house. I love Snoopy statue. It's so cute.
Oh, it is. He's
I like how
cute.
they did bring some of isn't he cute? Some of the stripes and things in that are in the other pieces of furniture. They brought it into the bed frame, but this is by far the most muted of the rooms.
I mean, that makes sense. You're in your bedroom, you wanna relax. You don't
Yeah.
want a bedroom to be loud and crazy. You're trying to go
Mm,
to sleep.
mm, yeah, it's time to, wind down and chill.
Mhm.
And then obviously this stunning bathroom. I think that this is amazing. That
Yeah.
bathtub looks so comfy and just like you can totally stretch out and
Yeah, that it's
sitting there forever.
this is amazing. This is amazing space.
Mhm.
I like it.
The shower's all the way tucked away back there.
Mhm.
It took me a while to figure out what it was. I didn't realize it was the shower. I don't know why, because I guess my brain wasn't turned on at the moment.
We're looking at a
But
bathroom.
we're looking at a bathroom. I'm guessing that's a shower. And then just another angle of the office with the stairwell, the glass stairwell, and things of that. And then I think the last picture is the bottom of it.
Mm. Is that a closer up look of the wallpaper? Or it might be
I don't
something
think so. I
similar?
think that was I think that it was just the, green walls.
Oh, okay.
It looked like a green door, actually. No, it wasn't a close-up of the wallpaper. It took me forever to get those photos together. There wasn't a whole lot out. I'm thinking that, Ryan, the agent, is kinda keeping them close until, it actually goes live, which I don't blame him.
Oh, it's
But,
not live. Oh. What's it
no,
listed
it's not live
for?
yet. 14,000,000.
Oh. I don't know,
Yeah,
that seems low for that huge apartment in New York? No? I mean, I don't know. It's not my market. Clearly,
I
he
don't know.
knows how to price stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he's, got
He's
a grip on it, so
he's probably got a handle on it. He's one of the top agents in New York. I'm sure he's got it going on.
Right. Yeah, I was so I in going through looking for more photos of the listing, I went to his actual website,
Mhm.
and, he's got brokerages in Miami and somewhere else. I was like, "Oh, wow." Like, it's funny how the big dogs like that, they branch out to other
Oh, yeah.
areas,
Mhm.
and it's just pretty amazing. I don't know how they keep it all together, but, yeah, they got people for that, I guess.
I guess so. I guess
Yeah.
so. Well, that ties into my tip of the week if you wanna get into
What do
this.
you got? Yeah, what do you got?
Price it right. 101. I mean, obviously, he knows how to price a condo in Manhattan, but you should learn how to price your stuff right. It kinda goes back to what Tracy was saying. Should have been priced right. Don't chase the market, especially right now. We're in a down market. Get your people to price it right. If they refuse, entertain it, say, okay, 3 weeks. And then it needs to go where it needs to go. So price it right. It's the only way things are moving right now. You don't want to be that guy sitting on the market for 1,000 days. That's not good.
No, it's not, and, it's funny because we were just having that conversation. We had our team meeting this morning, and we were talking about the same thing, like, of course, you're gonna do what your seller wants you to do, but then you had immediately have to lend your expertise to the fact that, "Okay, I understand this is what you wanna get for it. We're gonna go 2 weeks, see how the market responds, and then from there, we're gonna drop it to XYZ. Do you understand?"
Mhm.
And, they'll push back in those 2 weeks because 'cause say, "It's only been 2 weeks," but just remind them, "Look, these days on market are what people are looking at." They walk in, they're no longer excited once they see that it's been on the market for so long. And then if you do get an offer, it's gonna be a low ball offer because they think you're desperate because 'cause you've been on the market for so long. So, you just always wanna find that, teeter that line of, showing them all the information and the data, and then they'll say, "I wanna price it here," and then you're exactly right. just get basically set yourself up for your price reduction if you really think it's,
Yeah.
they're out of line. Yeah, I'd say mine is the same, along the same thread. It's basically, just basically doing what Tracy did. So when you get an offer and you don't think that your seller is going to accept it, get a price reduction at the same exact time. Okay. Or, if you're talking to your seller and they say, well, I probably would sell it for this, they say that all the time. I would sell it for this, but I wouldn't sell it for that. Okay. Well, let's let the entire public know that that's what you want to
Mhm.
sell it for.
Mhm.
Me knowing it doesn't do us any good. We got to let the public know that you'll sell it for that. And then that's how you get your price reduction. So yeah, 100% price it right. You know, I know you said your market is an even market. Ours is starting to slow down a little bit, cool down just a little bit as well, as far as not a whole lot of multiple offers. But you still have to be priced right or you're not going anywhere.
Nope. I think you're right.
Nope.
For any market, I think that's just good advice to have.
Yes, it is. All right. Anything else you got for today?
Nope, that's all I have. Let's see, like and share us on your socials. We're on all the major platforms wherever you listen. Email us any stories at realsistersrealestate@gmail.com. Eh, hold on, that wasn't the right email address, was it? Real Sisters Real Estate. Was it the
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy. I I'm everywhere this
Are
week.
you on cold
I
medicine?
don't know. No, I'm not. Maybe I need to get on it. Good grief.
Yeah, right.
What a mess I am. Let's go ahead
Mm.
and wrap this up, Julie. All right.
All right, let's land this plane so she can go take a nap. Good God.
But we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.